Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Minnie here, and this is the newest update for Timeline. It's not going to be much. I had a pretty big hang-up recently, which was the map wouldn't compile at all, whatsoever. So instead, I'm going to kind of show you what I have completed here. For the most part, it's stuff that you've already seen. Like, for example, you know that this area looks like it looks, right? There's nothing new here. You know that there's a fight here. Once again, there's nothing new here. So, I do kind of want to get to some of the things that are new, though. Now, I don't quite remember, actually, what I showed you all in the last update. So, I'm going to make this pretty quick. I don't want to make this update run for too long, because there's not a lot to talk about. So, I finished up this hillside right over here, right? It looks kind of decent. You look down this way, of course, you know, everything kind of goes that way, and there's all these explodable barrels now. Now, if you go over here, you can see that this final area is indeed kind of updated. You know, over here, the X models aren't shown yet. I have to add some more of these detailed stuff as well, like, for example, these little wooden fences and, you know, these rocks and all that. But I want to kind of, the biggie here is actually this area, so I do want to show that off. If there was anything else, I probably did, you know, make some outside area stuff as well, but I don't think it's as important right now. And I'm not too worried about the outside area until nearing the map's completion. So, here's a few things. Something that I did that you guys as the player probably won't notice is I did fix everything down here, so now everything actually blends together. Once again, y'all probably won't notice that if you just play the level, because why the hell would you look over here? You know, there's nothing to see over here. It's just it's a small pond where the river leads down to. Nothing to see. Anyway, so here's the part. So, after you're running away from, you know, this encounter here, you're going to be moving, right? And you're going to move down either this way, in which case you get to run through this to here, or you get to run through this way, and you get to run to here like this. Either way, it's the same thing. They're going to be shooting at you from up top there, and it's going to be scary because they've got machine guns, and they're also going to be shooting you from there and there, so you want to stay in cover. You're also going to want to throw a smoke grenade out, which they'll tell you to do. Now, as to why I threw the smoke grenade, because I'm showing you the details that I added into the map is beyond me. So now we have to wait for that to settle down. As you can see, though, I have done all of this. All of this structural map stuff is actually done. Even this detailing here, it's all finally done, and it makes me feel a little happy that I don't have to do that anymore. That being said, let's move on. So, I guess because that's all covered in smoke right now, we're going to go through this side. So this side over here is just one of the areas that you can push up and around. You got this right here. You don't necessarily have to push up there, though. I mean, because you do have to push forward no matter what, but you could also just run straight up and into here, you know, not at all even go in this pit. But I wanted this to look kind of nice, and compared to the heavily wooded, kind of jungly looking area, which was this overgrowth and all that, I didn't want so much overgrowth to be the theme. Oh, that's cool, I forgot to put a tire there. I didn't want the overgrowth to be the theme out here. So, you know, while yes, there is some overgrowth here, for the most part, it kind of looks tamed, you know? Of course, there is some wildlife. There are some, you know, some wild plants here. But for the most part, it's actually pretty tame. And I wanted that. Now, there are some other things. Like, for example, this right here, I'm going to have another set of AI run out to go die. Specifically speaking, they're going to come out either from here, or they're going to come out from here. And they're going to run down this way, and they're going to be the bullet sponges for the machine guns while you're assaulting the area. And I think it'll be pretty cool. I think it'll look good when it's all said and done. But we'll see. Now, I might even have them as spawners, and they'll be set to flood spawn. And they might, I don't know, flood spawn maybe 5 or 6 times just to give you, you know, a little bit of cover while you're moving up. You can, of course, take this encounter into 3 ways. Now, I haven't detailed anything in here, so, you know, it's still the same bullshit here, still the same bullshit here. They will be shooting at you from down here. Now this whole area does look a lot prettier, though, I will say that much. If you'd asked me back in 2012 when I started working on maps if I could make something that looks, like this, I would probably say no. But, now I can, and it's pretty nice. Anyway, that's really all I got. Other than that, you have these areas, and the way that this encounter kind of works is that that's just a sad reality, by the way, of this map, is that this had to happen. But anyway, barring that mistake, you go over here, and so after you clear out this bunker, you can start clearing out the rest, and so there's going to be another guy shooting at you from there, and they're going to come out from all sides, really. And of course, there's going to be a little extra cover, and you as the player will be able to, take them out as you see fit. Then you can move in over here, take out the guy in this bunker, who's shooting down from this side. I might have some trees over here. Anyway, and then afterward, you can either push down this way, take out the guys that are shooting from right there, or, even better, or even similarly, run up here as well. I mean, honestly, it's all fair game. After you take these guys out anyway, you can run up this side. And so, you kind of clear out the rest of everything. At the time, this door is going to be closed. And so you take all these guys out, last guy there. They'll stop respawning, so you go ahead and you finish them all up. Shoot that guy. And what'll happen is the one of your allies will be like, hey, it's time to go. Let's go inside the base and, figure out what they're hiding. And so, boom, push in here, and then you run down into here. And I think you all have already seen this area. I didn't do anything new in here. But this is the end of the level, and it will be the start of the in-between level, which will be nice. Now, this isn't the only map I've been working on. I've been working on another map as well called Assur. But it has some custom textures in it, so if I pull it up, it'll be... Let me check, but I think it'll be blank if I pull it up. Oh, goodness. This isn't even... Yeah, no, it's been a long time. Looks like it's not even doing the same thing here. But the custom texture's there. You can see that mud brick texture that I have. It looks pretty nice, I think. If I could find a way to actually control my... This is awkward. So I can't really get in there, but you can see, the texture, right? That's the basic texture. Now, this is a little less than what I actually have on the map currently, because I have not just this area done and also way more detail, but I have this street done as well down to about here, and all the buildings as well are enterable and have their own details and all that. So this map is going to be an interesting one to play through, and I must be alive. So, this will be a fun map when it gets down to it. It's going to be really fast-paced, and I think one of the only few other ones that are going to be large battles, much like this the first level that you guys are seeing. Let's see what... Did I make any progress on Between 1? I don't remember working on... Oh, yeah! Okay, I was trying to import some of the models from Black Ops 1, some of the underground or underwater models, but it didn't work out quite so well. Let me see what else I've... Hey, that's a test. I forgot I added these as a test just to see the different kinds of texture. I had a few different texture parameters, and I wanted to see which one was which. I forgot I did that. As you can tell, I have actually changed up this map a little bit. So the player will only spawn in this map with a pistol. And so going in there, and you have to steal it from that crate and then shoot the guy down. Then afterwards, you'll probably switch out for the MP40, which I also graciously leave here for you. Do a little bit of platforming. I don't understand why people don't like platforming in modern games. I think it works fine in some instances. And especially considering you spent the entirety of the last level in a constant grounded fight, and now you're in some kind of strange world. I feel like it's appropriate that some level of platforming is in here. Especially considering almost none of this geometry actually looks like it could ever exist. Anyway, you're going to be in the little lake, right? That's multicolored lake that, of course, moves around when you throw grenades in it, because I just think that's one of the coolest things that this game ever had to offer, was the ocean simulation. And so you're running through here. You can actually see, this is pretty cool. These things reflect the outside, but they don't reflect the interior. And so that's what I want, is I actually want those to reflect the exterior out here. And it's the same thing over here as well, except this one I don't have the black room for it yet because I haven't worked on this one in forever. But you can see that you can kind of look inside, but it's not, you know, it's not exactly necessary. And there's an invisible room over here, and if I go in there, and there's another one with an invisible staircase that I can't see. Of course, the by the way, the ocean water here, because it's all red and stuff, it's meant to show the danger. It can kill you. I'm really excited to work on the second timeline map though, the time 2, because pretty much what I'm doing is I'm taking that time 1 map that you all saw me play earlier. You know, that one with the town in it and all that, the one with the river. And what I want to do with that map more specifically, let me just click give all here. What I want to do with that map specifically is, oh god, I have died. Is that I want to take the building models that I already have of the map, right? Because I have a bunch of pre-made buildings in that map. And what I'm going to do with those pre-made buildings is edit them so that now they're all destroyed and they're burning. And then the player is pretty much going to backtrack through the level, but now everything is all burning, of course. And pretty much the player and the characters alike are all going to realize that they kind of messed up. And so they need to fix what it is that they messed up. I do like the concept of these in-between worlds, by the way. It's something that's supposed to be kind of out of this world, a very calm level that separates the ridiculously action-y levels. Because, I mean, I think maybe in total this level is going to have like 20 enemies. And it's mostly going to be showing off this weird world that I've made. Hey buddy, calm down. But yeah, that's all I really got right now. This video has gone on longer than I thought it would go on to, because I didn't know what else to show you guys. Anyway, the next video, I can't guarantee you what it's going to be. I can't guarantee you when it's going to be, but it will have more stuff in it. So, yeah, see you then.